All right, you guys, so I am back with another portable kettlebell workout, and this one is the 12 Days of Christmas. And looking at it on paper, you're like, oh, no big deal, but here's the deal. It's an accumulator. So for each exercise, you're gonna do it, but then every round, you do it again and again and again. So it's gonna look like this. I'll walk us through it and describe the movements and tell you how it's gonna go. So first of all, I've got my portable kettlebell here. And number one, the first day of Christmas, we've got goblet squats. So hold the kettlebell by the portable kettlebell horn at your chest, squat back and down. So you do one, that's round one. For round two, the second day of Christmas, we've got 2 push presses. So we'll do the push presses and then come back to the goblet squat. So for ease of transition, I'm gonna hold it by the horn still. Just a little dip and drive, back into my goblet squat. For round 3, the third day of Christmas, is a high pull. So holding the kettlebell at the horn again, squat or sit back and down as you pull up. So we're doing 3 of these. 2, 3 into my push press. 1, 2 into my goblet squat. 1. The fourth day of Christmas, we've got clean. So it's 4 total. I'm gonna alternate here. So with it down on the ground, you're gonna slide it up your body. The elbow's gonna lead the way, and you're gonna flip your wrist and then take it up and overhead. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we move back to our high pulls. 3, 2, 1. Push press, dip, drive, goblet squat. So you can see it's starting to sneak up on us. For the 5th day of Christmas, that's where we've got the V-ups. So come on down to the ground. And these suckers are actually harder than they look. Actually, I might make it look hard because it is so challenging. I'm not pretending. It actually is. So you can keep your elbows bent with the kettlebell at your chest, or you can extend your arms to the ceiling. V-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woof. Then you do your 4 cleans, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we've got our high pulls. 3, 2, 1. Push press, dip, drive, goblet squat for 1. So we're moving right along. Up to 6, day number 6, we've got bent over rows. So have one leg forward, kettlebell in the opposite hand, draw the elbow back. So with 6, we're gonna do 3 per side. 2, and 1. And then you go back to your V-ups, and then you go into your cleans, and then you go into your high pulls, your push press, and your goblet squat. Then we've got swings. Regular kettlebell stance, or kettlebell swing stance, feet about shoulder width distance apart. I find it's just a little bit wider because the portable kettlebell is just a tad bit wider, but remember, the hips are what drive the movement. So send your hips back, thrust them forward. So you've got your 7 swings, your 6 bent over rows, so you'll go back to this. 3, 2, 1, switching sides. 3, 2, and 1. You'll come back to the ground for the V-ups, and then you move into the cleans, and then you will do your high pulls, and then your push press, and then your goblet squat. So you see how it's going? Each round we're adding on. For 8, goblet lunge. So hold the kettlebell at your chest. I'll turn the diagonal. And we're doing 8 of these. So 8 total. Shoulders over hips. Get down into that lunge. Keep the front knee over the ankle. And toes pointing forward. After your lunges, you'll do the swings. And then you'll do the bent over rows, and so on and so on and so on. So our last couple of rounds, for our ninth day of Christmas, we got offset push-ups. So we're gonna set that kettlebell in the middle. I'm gonna take a push-up, then walk it over to the side. Push-up, walk it over to the side, push-up. Remember to squeeze the chest. Don't let your low back dip down here. Stay nice and strong. Keep the gaze slightly forward. Just don't let the head drip down. So you're doing 9 of those. And you go to your lunges. You guys see how it's going. And then we've got 10 halos. And I will say the halos are a little bit more challenging with the portable kettlebell because it's not as solid as regular kettlebell. So let's try it, you guys. Come to your feet. Turn the kettlebell upside down. You're really going to want to choke up on the handle to make the bell as sturdy as possible. Keeping the elbows in, you're going to circle your head like a halo. Don't let the ribs poke out. Do 5 to the right. And then you'll do 5 to the left. When you are done with your 10, then you go back up the ladder. So the 10 halos, the 9 offset push-ups, the 8 goblet lunges, make your way back down to 1. Then we've got our 11 Russian twists. So come back down to the ground. Grab the kettlebell by the horn. Come up into that, I call it boat because I'm a yoga teacher, but if you need a little extra help, you can have your feet down on the ground and just rotate. Each side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to 11. Super important, you guys, don't round your back when you do that. Keep a nice, long spine, tall, proud chest. And then finally, our 12th round, our 12th rep, our 12th day of Christmas is the Turkish get up. So 12 total. You start down on the ground. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start with the kettlebell in my right hand. With my right arm extended, I'm gonna bend my right knee. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this kettlebell the entire time. I'm gonna roll to the left. My gaze is still at the kettlebell. I'm gonna press myself up. I'm now on my left forearm. I'm gonna come up to my left hand and slide the left hand a little bit farther behind me. I'm gonna push into the foot and the hand to come up and send my left foot behind me. I'm still looking at the kettlebell. I'm gonna start to stand, and then you reverse. Lower down to the knee, down to the hand, send the leg forward, and slowly come back. Extend the leg, bend the knee, roll to the side, lift up. Come to the hand, slide the leg through, come up, and then come up. So we'll do all 6 on the right side, and then we'll do the other 6 on the left. Don't need to take these fast. Break it down nice and slow. Woo. And then after you do your 12 Turkish get-ups, then you do your 11 Russian twists. And then you do your 9 offset push-ups. And then you do your 8 goblet lunges. And then you do your 7 swings, 6 bent over rows, 5 V-ups, 4 cleans, 3 high pulls, 2 push presses, and 1 goblet squat. Merry Christmas.